Welcome to this DaVinci Resolve Fusion node breakdown. Today's node is the OCIO CDL Transform Node. And to get started, we're going to jump into Fusion. And we've got some B-raw footage in. Now, the OCIO nodes, which are the open color IO color management, they're there to work in the open color format, which you have to do quite a bit, especially when it comes to VFX and everything. So this node, I'm just going to go over the CDL Transform node and how you can kind of create your own and share it amongst other people if they have to work on your video or you work on theirs. That way you're working off the same OCIO. So first, anytime we're working with open color, we first want to clear out any gamma that's going on in here. So like we talked about yesterday, we can drop a gamut node in. And since this is DaVinci, we're going to select DaVinci wide gamut, and we're going to remove that gamma. And you notice not much happens since it's such a huge gamma, but it looks pretty much the same, but that curve is gone. So next we want to drop in the OCIO CDL Transform node. And this node has two operations. One, the file node for loading the files, and the other for controls. And down here, our direction means either you're adding it or you're removing it. So we're going to jump into controls here. So say I needed to do a little change and color change here so I could pass it on, and not necessarily color grade, because this by no means allows you to color grade, but I just wanted this initial OCIO in color so another artist could work on it, or another editor, whoever needs to work on it can work on it. So up here you have slope, which basically manipulates the gain of everything. So if I drop it, you can see it's the gain, just like in the brightness and contrast node. Or I can change the color values if I need to. The offset, it adds color values. So you can see we're adding color values. Change the colors. And this power down here applies a gamma curve. So it's naturally there, but it's going to apply whatever type of curve you change it to. So that's the power button. And your saturation down here is kind of your overall saturation. So if we went ahead and did any changes in here, say I want to bump the blues a little bit, bring down my greens in this, up the overall saturation so it looks like they're really in that pool. And this is kind of how I want my other guy to work on it. So what I could do is go in here and hit export CDL file, and you can name it whatever you want, and it's going to export a CDL XML file or a .cc. So once it's received by the other editor or whoever's working on this footage, they would do the same thing. They would import it either media in or via a loader node that we went over. They would place a gamut on here and do the exact same thing, because you would let them know you shot it in DaVinci wide gamut, and they would remove the gamma. Then they would add their transform, But instead of doing the controls, all they have to do is browse for that file, open it, and they've got the color change right there. So that is the OCIO CDL Transform Node. See you in tomorrow's node breakdown.